Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the FHG account, and that is right, we have our update. So the patch is updated. I want to go ahead, pick up some emblems, and I want to do some summons for Malkrie. That way we can actually get them. So emblems return. Now this is kind of the interesting point since they lowered some of the value. So right here, you have made some changes to emblems cost in the signature items beyond level 30. Players who already leveled up will be received a one-time compensation. Now we had Brutus, we had a couple heroes that were over the level 30 signature item. So we actually took Brutus to a 35. There were a couple other ones we took to 35, I think 3 in total. So they reduced the cost of the red emblem chests going from that 30 plus, which means we did get 90 emblems back right there. Now, in addition, we earned 400 emblem choice chests, which is awesome. So 400 out of there because of the adventure. So this is actually going through our campaign progression. Yesterday, we finished out another chapter, which means that we got the ability to actually pick these up as well. And then another 500 for the sign-up gift. So let's go ahead and collect these up. There are 90 right there, guys. And there are 400, which is awesome to go ahead and build those up. And then the regular event, which is this one, is going to give us another 500 on top. Now, they're also in AFK rewards, and the big thing is with this one is the bounty board. So the bounty board is actually going to be updated to include those. So we're going to get some over the next couple days. They're going to be in the bounty board. Twisted Essence is in the bounty board. We don't know where exactly else they're going to be adding these. We know they drop in AFK rewards. We've actually seen that. So there's going to be a couple different ways to get them. Now, a couple questions that I had that we're trying to get clarity on is, are we adding them to the events that are coming? Are they going to be added to pretty much every single place that we could use them utility-wise in AFK Arena? And are they going to be added instead of just being replacements? So as we know right now, looking at a couple things in here with the events, like the Magician's Hat, when we look at the gift cart, we had the ability to get Eugene. If you got Eugene, that means for a majority of players, you didn't have the ability to actually buy anything else in here, because all of your allocated right here with our circus medals went right into building and buying Eugene. And again, it didn't have anything else that you could actually buy out of there. So going to be, again, interesting to see. And of course, Rising Winds is up. I'm going to have to run through there and do that one today. Misty Valley is going to be resetting. Now the Misty Valley, of course, on reset is going to have the new loot. So it's going to have the further stages that you completed. Temporal Rift is coming back. And of course, the Mystic Star Zone, guys, is coming back again for all the players that could not or did not have an opportunity to finish out this chest. Giving us access to some more Awakened Heroes is always a very positive thing. All right, so let's get in here. Let's do the summons. Pretty much everything else is done. Limited summons is done. The Honorable Offering is done. So we are pretty set to go. And of course, we're in 57 right now. So a considerable amount of chests, but let's do some summons in here for Malkrie. See exactly what we can find, and maybe we'll pull some heroes with these. Every now and then we do see the Awakened Heroes with the regular summons, and unfortunately nothing right there, but that's okay. So Stargazer, there is Malkrie, and I love how she looks, guys. It is a very, very unique avatar. Overall effectiveness, now they've tested her quite a bit on the test server. I would kind of wait. I would wait a little bit, short of being, a whale, putting money in AFK Arena, buying them up. I would wait a little bit to get her, see exactly where her utility is, where she's going to be used, and then kind of go from there. Then, of course, Temple of Time, we're at 263 already, so making some very solid progression in there. Fingers crossed we can get at least a couple copies of her. I would like to see. And, of course, it's giving us a lot of resources as well, which is good. We're getting the ability to level up a little bit higher, and there is our first copy. And she kind of reminds me of the Silver Surfer, which is pretty cool. I do like the Silver Surfer. But you can see has the big surfboard right on the bottom. So we're going to have to see, again, the effectiveness of her. And of course, you're going to get the trial version when it resets today. And then we also get rewarded from the heroic ship. So actually building her out, getting her some copies, gives us some Stargazer scrolls. When we build her out, we get quite a few things out of there. So 1 copy so far. Come on, we got to get lucky. 1 or 2 more copies at least. Sometimes the Stargazer can be super friendly and definitely giving you some copies. Other times you don't see anything. And there we go. So there is copy number 2. That takes you to Elite Plus. I want to see a double or a back-to-back or anything to get another, hopefully 1 or 2 copies. And there we go. There's 1 more copy. All right, so 32K left. Can we pull just one more copy of Malkrie? I'm hoping. A lot more resources, though, so as we continue gaining our levels. There we go. There's one more. All right, so that gives us 4. That gives us, what, legendary? We got 2 more pulls. I was hoping it'd be a back-to-back. Not too bad. We got another one. So that gives us 5. That gives us 5 copies already. So that is a pretty solid start. I'm going to have to farm up the towers because now we can actually make some more progression here. So the Celestial Tower, the Infernal Fortress, we were stuck at the 820, couldn't make any progression. So now we can actually progress a little bit further within those towers. Going to make a big difference with progression and being able to go through there. So there's double copies of Malkrie. The next hero we're building, and there is our legendary. So we are 1 copy away from legendary plus. And then, of course, just building it up with signature item a little bit further. And I like the refund. I'm glad they gave us some of those back. Let's pop open what we just summoned. And there is our chest, guys. We have 500 of those already. And then we're getting another, I think, 450 left. We're going to have a lot more coming. We're going to have a lot more chests that are coming. Only got 2 cards there, which again, this is all just recycled material. That's okay because it gives us the ability to power level the Elder Tree. Elder Tree doing incredibly well right now. We're definitely getting that built out. Yeah, we have 500 there. That gives us almost 300 chests right there. Very cool. Now we can drop her in and actually starting the furniture summons for her and a couple other heroes, but library. A little bit more now leveling up. So that means 197 all the way across the tree, except the tank tree. The tank tree is a little bit lower, but 197 there for the Rangers. And again, recycling those heroes going to give us some more essence out of there. So we can just continue the push. There's 844. Levels are just moving right through, guys. Very interesting to see. But overall, like I said, with Malkrie, we're going to have to see when we get the trial version, exactly what that looks like and how and where she is being used. And I wonder if, I was wondering if we got chests out of here. Again, we're going to have to kind of figure out every single spot that we can actually get those chests, the utility of them, but that also makes me wonder what heroes we need to bring up to the 40. So here gives us 28 chests, 335 of our cores, another 1,000 diamonds in there. Might almost give us enough for another summons. Let me make sure the Oak in. And it's funny because since we've been building out and buying heroes out of here, we haven't got lucky at all. We have 1 for Aethys, or Althus. We have 0 for Vika. We have literally gotten 0 for Vika. Gavis, we just got a couple more pieces for. But overall, I'm going to drop out Gavis, and I'm going to put in our new hero right in here. And I know she's not ascended tier. Again, the furniture for Eugene, we actually already have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 of 9 furniture for Eugene. There's those 2 for Gavis. Again, I got to do the research, figure out exactly where we're going to build him out. So let's throw a couple, what do we got, 16 in here? To be able to build him up a little bit further, I'm going to keep the red card probably just on the table, seeing exactly what we need or where we're going to use it. But there is our first copy for Vika. I feel like some of these heroes, if we could get a couple copies for, would make a really big difference to where we can build them and how we can build them. All right, so let's go ahead. We're not upgrading. Let's go ahead and equip that 1. So that takes Vika to 1 of 9. There's 750 back. Not enough for another summons, but again, 1 card on the table. I'm going to leave that as it sits right now, just waiting to see exactly what we're going to build. Beast Ground, we have 1,300. We are building up these 3, the Seal, Talisman, and then, of course, we're building up the Owl. Just go ahead and pick up a couple more copies. This is just going to take time. I am not putting any focus in this. I'm not putting any resources into this. The 1,300 baits we got are just what we've gotten from pulls, or we've gotten through just regular progression with rewards, things of that nature. I'm not buying any of these. We're not picking up any of these. So right now it is just going to be the regular whatever we get. So we got a little bit more of the Owl. We got 3 of 5 right there. And of course we have 3 of 5 right here, which I think we have 2 for the Seal. I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 for the Seal. And again, we're just going to continue building these up past the 18. All the other ones at this point are just going to stay at the 18. And I'm thinking, you know what? Let's go. I'm going to go with strength on the Seal. just because there's a lot of different ones that we use them. I know Stall Team, we could go Intelligence in here, but we'll slowly build them up. Talisman is already at 1 of 5 again. So just going to continue building them up like we've seen. But excited to see Malkrie, excited to see exactly where she's going to be used. And going to have to figure out, because I am thinking like the Awakened version of Athelia, taking up a little bit higher. Liberta taking up a little bit higher, taking Demia a little bit higher. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see exactly who we're going to use these on to build them up just a little bit further. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.